So you're planning on moving to Thailand. Today marks 4 months for me living in the land of smiles, and boy do I have some insights for you. If you stumbled across this video, I'm guessing you're doing your research and you've probably already heard about the cheap food, the cheap living, the great food, the people, the smiles, the landscape. But there are a few things about Thailand that might not pop up in every one of your Google searches. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Tempest TV. It is a beautiful day down here on Jom Tien Beach. I had to come for a little bit of walk. I'm gonna take a peek, go check out some of my favorite spots, see how they're feeling today. And I'm gonna talk about some things that you might be missing in your Google searches or your YouTube searches or whatever. If you're planning on moving to Thailand, I'm gonna give you a few insights from how I feel about my first 4 months here. Let's do it. The beautiful weather today is a perfect segue into one of my first points that you might not be finding. Now, you might have heard that Thailand is hot, of course, but you might not be ready for it. Myself, I was recently living in Phoenix, Arizona in the United States. If you don't know, that is in the middle of the desert, 115 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer. So I was like, oh man, I've been hot before. No big deal. Man, it is something else here. There's hardly ever any wind. It's muggy, constantly 85 degrees. So cotton and jeans are not a very good friend for you, at least if you're a Westerner. Dry fit stuff is your way to go, for sure. I feel like I've somewhat acclimated now that I've been here for a while, but man, the first 1 or 2 weeks I was here, I love to just go out and walk and explore, you know what I mean? And it was a little rough for those first 2 weeks, to say the least. Now, like we said earlier, if you're doing your research, you've probably already heard about how great and cheap the food can be here. But if you haven't traveled, you might never have heard of the term like backpacker's stomach or, you know, like jet lag stomach. That's not a term, but you know what I mean. So the food here was great, but when I first landed, I was definitely super jet lagged. It was a 35-hour trip, and honestly, a lot of the smells and the food just did not seem that appealing at first. Of course, now it's grown on me and I really appreciate it. It's all super good, but just be ready. When you first get here, you might just need some comfort food, some stuff that you're familiar with, until you get a little bit more acclimated. Then you can head out and be a little more outgoing. Now, a great segue from that, food quality, is gonna be food cost. So like I said, if you show up and you need some comfort food, or if you're just kind of a creature of habit and you like to, you know, experience a lot of things from home, just be ready for your budget to not maybe coincide with that. So a lot of people's budgets that you see here from Thailand, oh, this is what it costs me to live. A lot of these people have been here for a while. So when you're in anywhere new, it's gonna take you some time to figure out where the cheap stuff is, you know, what you're actually looking for, what your quality of life wants to be. Don't get me wrong, you can live in Thailand for super cheap. You can also spend a ton of money while you're here. So I always say to pad your budget a little bit and just be ready, especially, you know, your first month or so here. You're gonna spend more money than you might have intended, but just make a conscious effort to try to like keep finding new spots that are, you know, more in your budget and things that are gonna make you feel a little bit more comfortable. Now, if you are planning on coming to Thailand, Southeast Asia, and you would like to learn a little bit more, feel free to go down, drop a subscribe on this channel. I upload daily content, informational stuff, exploring, you name it. We are cruising right up on that magical first 1,000 subscribers, and it would be a great, great service to the channel. Thank you so much. And of course, probably the biggest difference, the people. A lot of Western countries, Sometimes you have the tendency to feel like if somebody's being nice to you, they have an ulterior motive. 99% of the time, not in Thailand. There are people here who want to take advantage of you if you're not careful, but they are few and far between. It's a beautiful country, beautiful food, beautiful beaches, beautiful sunsets. So if you're thinking about it, just get over here. Later.